The Sam Raimi Spider-Man films, as of the release of No Way Home, are the earliest movies that connect to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I guess you could say they belong within the MCM, the Marvel Cinematic Multiverse, but that's about it. So when the movies make reference to other Marvel characters, they are their own bespoke versions. And there are a surprising number of references to characters that exist within the actual MCU in these older movies, and even a couple that don't. At least there are enough to do this video on. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into it. So I figured we should start with the most well-known one, just to get it taken care of so we can get to the lesser-known ones here shortly. In Spider-Man 2, while J. Jonah Jameson is trying to brainstorm some possible names for Doc Ock, one of the names that everyone's favorite Ted Raimi suggests to him is Doctor Strange. The name catches Jameson's attention, but he quickly points out that the name is taken already. So this tells us that Doctor Strange exists within the Raimi universe. However, it doesn't tell us if he's a superhero or not. It could just be that this universe's Doc Strange is well known enough by the general populace that Jameson wouldn't want to use the name. It doesn't necessarily mean that he's the Sorcerer Supreme. Either way, it's still pretty cool to see a reference to a character who is decidedly not a Spider-Man specific one within these movies. One reference to another Marvel character that you might not have caught, as I know that I didn't until I started doing research for this list, was the subtle shout out to yet another spider-themed hero in the first movie. During the montage where Peter Parker was designing his costume for the big wrestling match, we get to see some of the other logos that he tried out before settling on the iconic one we know and love. One of them appears to be based off of the design of a Black Widow spider, with the symbol on its body perfectly matching the symbol commonly associated with Natasha Romanoff, aka Black Widow. The only way it could be more blatant is if the symbol was red, but hey, still cool to see regardless. Okay, so this one might be cheating, since the version of this character that we've seen within the MCU is from yet another Spider-Man universe separate from the mainline continuity, but I say it still counts. In Spider-Man 2 and 3, we see Parker interacting with a college professor of his, played by Dylan Baker. This guy is actually this universe's version of Dr. Kirk Connors, aka the Lizard. The fact that he's missing an arm probably should have been a bit of a giveaway on that one. While this is cool, this kind of raises a bit of a question. You see, Connors and Octavius knew each other, and they knew each other well enough that Connors felt it appropriate to tell Octavius about Parker's academic issues. So, in No Way Home, when all of the villains were talking to one another in the Sanctum's Undercroft, why didn't he react when Electro referred to Lizard as Connors? Sure, it's not his Connors, but still, all of this multiverse stuff had to be a bit of a trip for Doc Ock. Oh my god, guys, did you know that everyone's favorite character, Pizza Papa, is in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man movies? Alright, in all seriousness, Bruce Campbell's cameos in each of the movies are always a treat to watch, but he isn't actually any known Marvel character, at least not any one that is confirmed. A popular rumor is that all of the characters Campbell plays throughout the trilogy, from the wrestling announcer to the theater usher to the maitre d', were actually all one character, specifically a struggling actor named Quentin Beck, or as he's probably better well known, Mysterio. Now this has never been confirmed by pretty much anyone involved, so take this entry with a massive heaping helping of salt. But I for one choose to believe that this is indeed the case, and perhaps something that we could have seen come to fruition in Spider-Man 4. Let's wrap this up with yet another bit of a stretch kind of entry, but hey, this video is all for fun, so why not? At the very end of Spider-Man 2, Mary Jane runs away from her wedding to John Jameson, realizing that she was meant to be with Parker. As she gleefully runs through the park, she runs past a man dressed in dark clothing, with a brooding look on his face. According to a commentary track for the film, that was supposed to be Thomas Jane's version of Frank Castle from the 2004 Punisher movie. However, due to a multitude of different reasons, Jane couldn't appear himself, so his stunt double was asked to stand in instead. Meaning that, in a sense, there is a Punisher within the Raimi universe. Just like there is quite possibly a Punisher within the MCU, thanks to Disney and Marvel finally starting to connect the Netflix Marvel shows with the MCU proper. As I said, it is a bit of a stretch, definitely a lot less blatant than some of the other entries, but hey, the dude is right there, so I say it counts. Hey there everybody, I'm Aljets. I made this video, and I want to know what you think. What other heroes do you think exist within the Raimi universe? Let me know in the comments below or go ahead and shoot me a response over on Twitter. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching and be sure to subscribe to ScreenRant for even more great videos just like this in the future.